run fast enough, can't hide, I can't fly. I'm struggling with the limits of this ordinary
The first time I really
life.
ever felt I was different than most people was when I was probably about 13 in 8th grade.
Just a first try. Just a first try. This point in my life.
Just be natural, you know. Okay, when did you first realize you were different?
Don't know if I can.
Way back.
Put your trust in me. Hope I won't let you down.
6th grade, no, 6 years old, playing, what was it, soccer.
I'll try. See, it's been a hard road, the road I'm traveling on. If I take your hand, might lead you down the path to ruin. Had a hard life, just sing it so you'll understand.
So don't give me respect, don't give me a piece of your precious nail. Flo knows she's good and I don't make good. I'm sure she'll make a few friends.
I actually came out to my cousin first, before anyone, quite honestly, because I was talking about school and I was talking about the people that I knew. She's like, "You have a lot of gay friends. Are you?"
Oh, she asked you.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I had a feeling.
I didn't just come out and say I'm gay. You know, I couldn't even say those words. That was very different. After high school, I was going to a really strict Christian school, and I considered this something that would just sit in the back of my mind. It's not something I would ever say or tell anyone. But eventually, my mom came to me and, you know, in a few words or less said, you know, "I know you're gay." And, you know, I was like, yeah, you're right. And her first reaction was, you know, she thought so, and she was okay with it almost. It was very strange, you know, it's not the reaction I ever expected. I didn't think my parents had any idea, and I never intended on coming out to them. This isn't what we believe, I don't know why this happened, but I'm not accepting this. It was very strange to me, and I didn't quite understand the whole circumstance.
First the makeup thing, are you trying to tell us something? Said no. Then the shirt, said no. Then I just kind of caved into, because I was tired of lying to them, quite honestly. And I thought, yeah, you know, I thought honesty would be the best policy. Wasn't. quite so it was not the best policy, because when it happened, let's see, how did it first, they first said they were working on this community showcase, which is this thing my mom works to show off her business for. And what did she say? Oh yeah, my dad's like, "Well, you're being very selfish." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You're being very selfish." I'm like, "How's that?" It's like, "We've been working all 2 years for this, and you spring this up on her, and she's tired, and you're very selfish at doing this." And then they went to the point and they thought I had AIDS. That was fun to go through. And let's see. Oh, and then I had to, later on, I had to go to a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm. Did he do anything for you?
She was nice to me, actually. She's like, look, I can't tell you who you are. You know who you are. It just seems that your parents are not as accepting as they think.
Mm-hmm.
But she said after, she's like, you don't have to come here again unless you want to, but I'm not going to make you come again. So that was good.
Drunk guys yell homo out the window, or people make passing comments that you can't really hear, you're not sure. To me, I think it's a pretty open environment, but as far as the future and the discrimination the gay community faces and myself, I'm not really concerned about that. I think my generation is far advanced, far surpassing of previous generations. And the way they've been raised, the way they think about things. Most of the people that I talk to who, the only reason they're, against people who are gay is for religious conviction. I've met a lot of guys who are straight who are, really open to the gay community. I think any guy that has a lot of criticism, they say that they are insecure about their own sexuality, and maybe that's the case, I don't know. But there's going to be struggles, of course. Every minority group is going to face struggles, But that's life, I guess.
At my work, people would always come in with their couples, girl, guy, whatever. But that was just something I didn't feel I could do. Because that's just something I feel I couldn't do in there. Because that place is it's just so old and conservative. I mean, the type of people that walk through those doors have no idea. Because so many people are uneducated about the issue. Mm-hmm. All they know is a stereotype and like a Will and Grace episode. That's about it. Mm-hmm. And that's as far as it goes.
This is who I am. I'm a gay man, and I just don't see that as a problem or something that I would just want to change, And to young people who, are on the verge of, they think they're gay or bisexual, and I understand there's so many complications to coming out, and there's a lot of reasons why there's such a high suicide rate amongst the homosexual community. And I think the only thing you can do is, look inside yourself, and it's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do as a gay person. But, every time you face something terrible, it always has a purpose behind it. It always leads you to something better in life.
I'm very conservative, gay more so. Not gay Republican, because I never really understood that. I never understood how you could be for something that people that's against you. I never understood that. Everyone's like, yeah, I love George Bush. I'm like, he don't like you. He doesn't like your society. He doesn't want you to get married, but you like him. It's like, okay, Mike. But for I don't see, I just see myself as someone who loves men. I don't see as any crazy rainbow wearing stereotype,